Baron Zemo. So his father and his father before him were all leaders of Hydra. So you could say that Baron Zemo's family is a dynasty within the Hydra regime. What this version of Baron Zemo brings to the table is master swordsmanship, and he's a brilliant military tactician, which he will use for his villainous, heroic ends. Don't shoot me.
Thank you for correcting yourself.
So there's that swordsmanship right there on display, and who doesn't love that Adhesive X pink mask?
That's a sore spot, and we don't talk about that.
Oh, okay, all right.
So you've seen how he looks. Let's
I
go ahead and
admire
see.
it though.
We all admire him.
Yes,
We love you,
of
Baron
course,
Zemo.
of course.
If I could choose to serve under any leader of Hydra, it definitely would be Baron Zemo. So with that said, let's take a look at his skills right now. So as you see, Baron Zemo is a speed-based character. Go ahead and group up the enemies here.
Very good.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and destroy our foes. So let's take a look. So basic attack, as you see, just opens up his sword. He's displaying the X-Men swordsmanship. That's this beautiful swordsmanship. Next, first up, on the skill list is the blade shot.
So he's combining the sword and his gun.
Hence the word blade and shot.
Yes.
Very
Get you a
clever.
man who can do both.
Next is the second skill. Second skill on the list is referred to as the grenade spin. As you see here, after throwing grenades, it actually causes a little bit of burn damage, as you can see here. So take a look at that skill one last time. Excellent. So we have the group all gang together here. So we're going to go ahead and open up with the villainous stab.
I don't see what's villainous about this. I mean, I think he got what he deserved.
In the game, they're currently listed as villains. We don't know why they're listed as villains,
That's
because
weird.
Is Hydra a villain? One more time, the villainous stab, as you can see here, it causes the enemies to be stabbed quite a bit, actually causing stunning and silence. And there you go. Any other tidbits you'd like to share about the wonderful Baron Zemo?
So in the storyline of Secret Empire, Baron Zemo was instrumental in busting out all of the villains from Pleasant Hill, which was like a reality that S.H.I.E.L.D. created that rewrote the villains' history and backstory so that they were simple, docile citizens of a clean town. But that's not really where they wanted to end up.
He freed his brethren to help the cause of Hydra,
Right.
which
Was it
makes
the-
him a hero.
Was it
And
the
they helped
Avengers
take
that
down the
were part of that?
Avengers. The Avengers did put those villains there.
The villains are.
Not a fan.
The word is such a subjective word, villain. So we're going to go ahead and use his fourth skill. The fourth skill is referred to as the double pistol assault. Why is it called double pistol assault? Well, I'll show you. You tell me. It might have to do with the fact that there were two pistols involved, as well as an assault.
Oh, I get
Sword
it.
Of some kind.
So take a look at that attack one more time. So not only does it decrease your enemy's overall defense, it also gives a little bit of a stun. Got what they deserve. So next we're going to close with his fifth skill. His skill on the list is called the Wrathful Slice. Let's take a look. A lot of slashing being done. Yep, take a look at it one more time.
Very good. It's so fast.
Not only does this attack actually grant you super armor, it also stuns the enemy while also granting a little bit of a cause your enemies incapacitation. Alright, and that does it for Baron Zemo. So next up on the list, he may not be a high-ranking member, but he's definitely a well-known contributor to the cause of Hydra, and that is the one, the only, what's his name?
Taskmaster.
Yes, we know many players in the audience have actually been anticipating this character, and we're happy to showcase him to you. So what can you tell us about Taskmaster?
So Taskmaster is one of my favorite all-time Marvel characters. I mean, we've seen him in the battle world, watching Future Fight for years, so he's been looking at every character. I mean, would you believe, Hydra Cage, that he's looked at every skill in the game, and
Every
he's
skill.
picked his favorites. The fan favorites, you might say.
Mm.
So Taskmaster is known as the copycat criminal, so he can copy any physical movement just by seeing it. It should be noted he can't copy the power, so he can copy Spider-Man's acrobatic fighting style, but he won't be able to stick to walls or develop a spidey sense.
More of a technique guy.
Yes,
I
more of
see.
flair, but he is actually going to show us some skills that he's collected throughout the game, but putting his own Taskmaster spin on it. So intrepid Future Fight fans will be able to spot which heroes he's copying. So let us know in the chat which skills you think that Taskmaster has stolen and added to his arsenal.
You mean improved?
Improved, sorry.
Huh,
Thank
For a quick
you.
Very
correction,
clever. Thank you. Definitely, out of all the members of Hydra, I think I would like to train under Taskmaster. So with that said, let's take a look at
Let's
his
see
skills.
what he can do.
Yes. Go ahead and the skill preview here. Make sure I give you guys the most up-to-date and correct information. So as you can see here, Taskmaster is actually a combat-based character. And also, of course, all his attacks have been hand-picked to actually several of the Avengers, the villainous Avengers.
those
See, they don't like-
usurpers.
Those rebels.
See, when I use the term villain for Avengers, I bet they don't like it. So as you can see, this is his basic attack, using his sword and shield, or mainly more just his sword. And let's open up with their first attack, and players, you let us know which attack do you think this skill is mimicked based off of. This attack is called the Dark Shield Strike.
Seems familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Try it one more time.
Be a certain hero that has a shield.
And as with a shield, it actually decreases some of the damage being dealt to you. Next up is the second skill. Take a look at it. Referred to as the Wire Slice, which actually binds your opponents. Take a look at it. Take a look at that. Different angle. Excellent. One more time from this angle. Where he takes wires and brings himself close to the opponent. So I think that's cool. Next is the third skill. Third skill on the list is the Shock Bombardment. I don't
Very
recognize
good.
that skill. Was that based off a hero or a villain we know?
Some kind of grenades?
Maybe a certain merc,
Certain Merc.
fellow merc. Taskmaster is also a merc.
That's true.
And you did mention KG wanted to study under Taskmaster. Luckily, he has a school for criminals where he will teach you all the tricks of the trades of a masterclass merc.
I see. So take a look at his fourth skill. Fourth skill on the list is referred to as the Arrow Ray. Take a look from a different angle so you can see that.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Seems
One more time.
familiar. If anyone can figure out who this move came from originally.
This attack also increases your overall strength and speed while also shocking your opponents. Next up, we'll see his fifth and final skill, which is referred to as the Masterclass Merc. Because
Ooh.
Taskmaster is nothing but a master of all. Jack of all trades, as they say.
So he looks like he's throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you. This
All
is
of the moves.
several skills combined, plus the old Tony Masters flair.
It's pretty great. That's better than all of them combined because it is all of them combined plus the Taskmaster flair.
That's right.
That's
This
what
attack
we come
also
here
stuns-
for.
Yeah, it stuns your enemy while also decreasing their defense. And that said, that does it for the newly added Hydra members for the V580 update.
Excellent. And I do want to remind people to get their rewards, you just need to be watching this stream.